What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Nathan Muscales bringing you guys another Division 2 build video. And in today's video, we're going to be showing you my favorite to date PvE solo player build. Now, this is still my favorite. I've been using this for a while. You've probably seen a version of this maybe a couple months back on my main channel. So I felt like doing a little updated version of it on this channel. But what's so good about this build is that you can survive. You don't really have to drop any heals. And even if you drop a little heal, it turns into a big heal because of the way this build is set up. We're running 8 offensive, 11 defensive, 285,000 armor, 103,000 health, 0 skill power. For the weapon, I am running a custom P416. This is at 25,000 base damage, 825 RPM with 50 rounds. Now, I do have a military AKM that is at 28.7. The RPM is a little bit slower at 660. Has the same mag size. They both have the talent that you want to get, preservation. Killing an enemy repairs 10% armor over 5 seconds. Now, headshot kills do improve this, but you do need to have 7 or more defensive. I have a leg round here, 10% rate of fire, and then on my P416 I am running greased, while holster weapon swap speed is increased. Now, you can choose to run whatever bottom talent you want here. I didn't have the opportunity to do that. I had to either roll preservation or rate of fire, but they are modded exactly the same. I'm running the C79 scope with the 5% damage to elites. Now, if I didn't run the Nemesis, I'd run this 8% damage to elite scope, this hollow sight. But I am running the 5% damage to elite scope because it works with the Nemesis holster talent. While scoped in, you gain 25% headshot damage. Now, I'm running a vertical grip with accuracy. You can put stability on here if you want. Then I'm also running a muzzle with 5% damage to elites. And then, of course, that extended mag with 20 plus rounds, -10 reload speed. Now, on my secondary, I'm running the Nemesis. Of course, I use a sniper rifle. It's at 406K, but I'm pretty sure that this specialization I did in spec into sniper. So what I'll do is I'll spec into marksman rifle, and then that way you guys can see what the actual damage on this Nemesis is. I'm using this because of the holster talent, that 25% headshot damage on my P416. And then for your sidearm, run any talent you want. You're really going for the bottom talent. You really don't use your sidearm in this game. So stop, drop, and roll is good. Grease is good. You can also run protective reload from the specialization on the gunner, which gives you, while equipped, this weapon grants 10% armor while reloading. So that's pretty cool too. I actually enjoy running that. Now, if we get into the build itself, let's break down the build. The build is what makes this build so good to run solo. Now, the mask. The mask is a Badger Tough mask. We're running 7% damage to elites, 15% armor on kill. We have health on here, 9K. We have 4,000 health on kill. And then we also have 45% damage to elites right on the mask. A great mask to have. Now, if we get into the chest piece, we're running a Fenner's chest piece. We run 2-piece because we want that 10% assault rifle damage, 10% protection from elites. We get that armor of 20K. We get that health of 19K. And then my weapon damage roll did max out at 12% on this piece. And I think it's because of the high armor roll on the chest itself, the base armor roll. And then, of course, then I have armor and health pretty nice. We have Bloodsucker on here, depleting enemy's armor, stacks 25% bonus armor for 10 seconds. Max stack is 6. And then we also have hard hitting, 10% damage to elites. Now remember, Bloodsucker does require 11 more defensive, and that's why I have some of the pieces stacked on here. Now, I do have a defensive mod slot on here that's going to give me 5% total armor plus 2K armor. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to continue on. We get into the holster. The holster is a Gila Guard. This gives me that 5% total armor. Helps me out with my total armor rate. Then I have the attributes, 10K armor on kill. So that's going to stack on the armor I kill I have on this build. And then we have 40K health, a nice health roll, and 2 offensive mod slots, which is going to give me that higher AR damage. So we have 4% assault rifle damage, 1% weapon damage. Then we also have another one that gives me another 4% assault rifle damage and 1% weapon damage. Plus I have at the bottom 3% marksman rifle damage. Now we get into the knee pads. The knee pads are the second piece of the Fenris I'm running, the 10% protection from elites. I have a 12% total armor roll here, plus hard hitting, 10% damage to elites, and patience. After sitting in cover for 5 seconds, armor repairs by 5% every 1 second. So that's how you're able to survive with this build as long as you jump into cover, even if you're taking some damage. Now, my gloves I'm running are the Alp Summit gloves. They give me that 20% skill haste. I have 9% AR damage I have hard hitting on here, and then I have an offensive mod slot that's going to give me more AR damage. We get into the backpack. The backpack gives me that second piece of Badger Tough for the 15% armor on kill. So on this build alone, I have 25% armor on kill plus that 10,000 armor on kill that I have on that mod. Now I get total armor on here of 5%, 9% weapon damage, 7k health, 14k armor, and then I have an offensive mod slot that's going to give me 3% AR damage, 1% weapon damage, and 1% damage to armor. Now remember, with stacking preservation, stacking that 25% armor on kill, and then even the holster having that 10k armor on kill, it's just a lot of survivability you get every time you get a kill. Now I run a basic heal. What you can do is get one of these really high chem launcher mods, and then if you can get a really low requirement skill mod that requires you to not have that much skill power, you can actually get a basic heal. I don't have one on this character, but on my other character I have one. So just try to find one that's like under 1,000 requirement, and then if you get one of those chem launcher skill power mods that are like 1,010, that'd be perfect for your chem launcher. So I'm running a basic heal right now. Now for my hive, I run a revive hive, and the reason I'm running this is because if you do go down, this is your backup. This is like your fail safe. So running these two pretty much can get through any challenging mission. Now I know a lot of you guys want me to go into my stats because you like seeing that. So remember, we're at almost 25k base damage, weapon damage. We have no crit chance, but we do have 55% headshot damage plus the 25% from the Nemesis. So that's going to put us at 80% headshot damage. Our accuracy is pretty good. We have 26% all weapon damage. We have 50% assault rifle damage. So that's where we get a big chunk of our damage right there. We keep going down. Look, 92% damage to elites. We have 1% armor damage and then 29% health damage from the AR itself. Having that much damage to elites means that even on challenging missions, you can melt these bigs pretty fast. Now what's great about this is also that armor on kill, 25% armor on kill, and that's not including the extra 10,000 we get from having it on our holster. And then remember, if we have any armor on kill on any of our mod slots for our defensive mod slots, that's extra armor on kill. Now remember, the extra 10% armor on kill comes from the gunner class, and I think the gunner class is great for solo players who want to use a AR damage build. So the reason why the gunner class does work so good with solo player builds and with this build right here, I'm going to show you the main three stats. And like I said, look, I didn't even have marksman rifle on the build, and I'll show you the damage in a second. So on my Nemesis, it's at 453. So it did go up from what you saw originally. Just wanted to show you that real quick. But yeah, let's get back to the gunner class. So the gunner class itself, this one right here, killing an enemy grants 10% armor on kill. So that means that stacked with my armor on kill, I'm already at 25%. That's why right off the bat, this is a great class for those people who want to just be able to kill and not have to worry about dropping heals. This is also great. Every third reload is 50% faster. Armor kits repair 100% armor and grant 50% bonus armor for 10 seconds. That's just good right there. And those aren't even all the best perks. They also have emplacement, 20% weapon handling while you're not moving. You just have to be stationary for 1 second. Look at this. Rate of fire increases 5% on kill for 5 seconds. Another great perk, supply line. Generate 10% total armor capacity every 60 seconds. You never run out of ammo. I just don't know what to say. Having these talents on this one is probably the best for solo players, and the reason why I choose to run the gunner class over the other ones. So if you're looking for a class, a build that can handle running any mission in the game, even those level 4 control points, soloing challenging, or even heroic missions, this build can do all of that. Take your time, enjoy it, and it's probably one of my favorite builds in the game. Now you can run a skill build to solo a lot of missions too, but if you're looking for weapon damage, high damage build, AR build, this is the build for you, and you'll have a lot of fun doing it. So I just want to show you a little end clip right there of me soloing the end of a challenging mission. And just to show you guys this was a challenging mission, I'm going to go to view. At the top you see difficulty challenge, how much my accuracy, how many enemies I killed. and I complete the mission. If you guys have any questions on this build, use the comment section down below. I appreciate all the support. Leave a thumbs up if you found this video useful. It was a pleasure, but I gotta get going. So until the next video, nothing but skills out.